Hi everyone. So initially when the field of strategy originated, it was thought of as, or it was thought to be about identifying a company's fit between the internal situation of the company and the external environment. So the framework of SWOT was used. So strengths and weaknesses was about the company's internal situation, company's internal strengths and weaknesses, and opportunities and threats were the external, based on the market, based on the competition, etc. Right? So threats from the competition, opportunities from the market side. So strategy was thought of as a fit. The quest was to achieve a fit between the internal and the external. Later on, multiple schools of thought, multiple ways of looking at strategy came. I don't want to cover that. But one prominent school was thinking of strategy not as a fit, but as a stretch. There is totally concepts are totally different. Fit means you have to fit the internal, external, and stretch means that you don't have to fit. You have to stretch. You have to think of the stretch. Now, as per Gary Hamel and C.K. Prahlad came up with this school of thought, and they said stretch between a company's existing resources and its aspirations. And they gave examples of companies like Sony, Yamaha, which were very, very small earlier. And later on, they became giants. So they said why these companies were able to become giants. If they only thought of a strategy as being fit, they would not have become giants. They became giants because they had very sky high aspirations. So a company, in order to become great like Sony, Yamaha, a company needs to have a stretch between what the resources it has presently and what it aspires for. That is why they said that strategy is a stretch. My point here is that we are actually confusing two concepts. We are confusing the concept of strategy with the concept of vision. Aspirations, you guys think. Whenever we think of vision, what kind of questions we think of, right? This company wants to be number one. The vision is to be the top company or the best quality company or the highest performing company, right? These are the items or the questions. The aspirations, you guys tell me, aspirations fit within strategy or within vision, right? So aspirations logically fit within vision. Now, vision and strategy are not equivalent concepts. Aspirations fit within vision. So why to confuse aspirations? Why to even bring that element in the domain of strategy? So this is some muddling confusion that happens, and this happens because we use too much language. We write too much, too many terms. Terms are not defined. We don't think in essences and write long, long articles. Okay, now let's take a step back to make it clear. Let's just ask the first question: why? What is the goal of a business? The goal of a business is creating value for its shareholders, right? Now, if we create an issue tree from that, there are just two issues that come out from this. How can a company create value? First is it needs to survive. It needs to compete because there is a lot of competition from other businesses. So first issue is it needs to survive and compete so that others are not able to copy it. If anyone else is able to copy Apple's products, then Samsung, etc., or Vivo, etc., then Apple will not be able to sustain itself. So it will not be able to create value for its shareholders sustainably. So the first issue is competing or being uncopyable in a way, or as Warren Buffett says, having some sort of a moat. And then the second exclusive issue is growth, right? That once you are able to defend from the competition, how much can you grow? Let's say if you have chosen a market or a target segment, how much can you penetrate that market? How much can you grow within that segment? So these are two exclusive issues and exhaustive issues. You are surviving, you're competing uncopyably, sustainably, and then you're growing. Now, what are the two domains which can deal with these two issues successfully? For competing, the domain is a strategy, and for growth, there are multiple domains. Vision is one, right? You have to have those aspirations, those that vision, right? Stretch vision, right? Unimaginable vision, lofty vision. That is how you get growth. And the second dimension is execution. The third dimension would be management. Maybe we can club management execution together, right? So why to confuse things? Why not just have these two issue trees where competition is the domain of strategy, growing is the domain of vision, aspirations, management, etc. And if you accept this issue tree, then the strategy, since its goal is being able to compete, then the best way to compete uncopyably is by fit. Someone who can fit his internal personality. A company has an internal personality, internal strengths and weaknesses, culture, resources, etc. If it can fit that internal personality with the outside environment, whichever company can fit the best has the best chances of surviving. Others will not be able to copy. Why? Because each and every company is unique. It will have some unique DNA, some unique culture, some unique signature, some unique choice of segment. Others will not be able to copy meaningfully. So this is my point. Thank you.